DKWill awaiting the top of the mountain. For this DK climb, once again, we saw a 3-0 pretty decisively by DKWill. We shall see if it happens again here in just a little bit. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Effie Wolt, and with me is the ever incorrigible, ever beautiful, ever amazing DTD First Shot.
Thank you guys for joining us. It's been a lovely time.
Yeah, we're super excited to get into this last
we're gonna
set.
Jump
Getting
into
to the
this.
very end of it now. Extreme wind-up punches, gentleman's agreement, or not.
Nah.
Who knows?
Nope. Gentlemen's.
And we're going to get to this game on Smashville. Will we see a quick 3-0 by DKWill, or will we see some fight out of Konga coming from a great set
fight
that we
coming
just
out
saw?
right now, man. We got already 43% on deck.
Yeah, I really want to see some adaptations from the last game that they played. And right now, he's doing it.
He's pushing it to him right now.
You know, that's true, because Konga's a very patient player. He always waits for those grabs. DKWill was the one to be more aggressive in that set. And maybe it's a big change for Konga to get out of his shell and do this. Big punch missed, and DKWill proving with his own punch, hitting him right back.
The most intense fist bump you've ever seen.
Well, it's like a whiff bump and then just immediately socked in the face. Once again, punches wound up again. It's probably their best play. He tried to go for it there again, and DKWill getting out of it with the up B.
Yeah, using invincibility against armor. You know that. One will be out the other eventually.
God, just imagine if this was Win Kong versus Win Kong. How crazy would that be?
Can we not? Really? You're going to talk about that?
I just love it too much.
But
and
DKWill
finding his ding-dong.
Yeah, he's going to talk about his ding-dong over here.
Well, it would just show you how different the matchup is. Crazy.
Wow, he's chasing him out over that platform.
And finding a little bit of percent here with Konga's very own. Missing it just barely.
I can't help but think that it is a missed flood, because I think the window, especially with the platform, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I'm curious, though. Maybe there's something that DKWill knew about it. Or it might have just been a technical error. That's like the first couple ones that we've seen miss so far.
Konga opting to go to the platform there. Just want to take it safe, knowing that his landing is kind of in jeopardy.
Yeah. Gotta stay safe. Don't want to get grabbed by your nemesis.
That's not safe, my dude.
Up air from Konga, not enough. Trying to find it again. Just so much percentage built on Konga on his last stock already. DKWill probably in chance, but the jab turnaround up tilt, so good.
All right, so that was actually discovered by DKWill using his own medicine, but it don't matter because
first game
DKWill back here.
DKWill is absolutely amazing at this right now. Not really losing to too much ever. He's probably taken in this whole set that they played beforehand and now, if he ever got to his last stock, he didn't take that much percentage past that. He never felt in jeopardy himself, in my opinion.
No,
and I feel like he's just very confident in this overall, and he's just going to keep going with what he's going.
I think Konga's going to have to break this, like a percentage threshold to make it effective for DKWill to worry.
Yeah. Nice. Konga opener with the up B.
Getting stage control already.
DKWill just immediately running around the platforms and getting back. Massive damage coming out from that series and an immediate reversal. Yeah, that's the problem with that up B is that it has really no knockback on the last couple of hits, which leads at these low percentages to immediate punishes. Back here from Konga, keeping even with percentages right now. He's just got to find that grab and which person can do it first. It has been DKWill consistently so far. The Green Machine versus the King Kong.
The yellow tie. Yeah,
oh, wow.
Wow. I mean, that arm covers the whole platform.
I like how DKWill immediately short hopped it, though, and he still has his punch of his own.
When you have that option, it's something you got to worry about.
And once again, another whiff punch.
And it's gone.
Both back to zero, about close to 100%.
I think that's...
No, he misses. DKWill misses one of his own. Just waiting. Good fade for Konga, but Ket gets caught out of jump with the up air.
Let's see what Konga can do to retaliate.
Take a little bit of damage. DKWill is trying to make the separation happen. Good back airs.
Yeah,
down tilt as well. Huge shadow box series.
Konga can't seem to find his way in, really. That's kind of weird to say against a character of his own.
Well, it's that idea of presence is like, man, he's playing the same character I can. I am, but I can't get in. What is happening? How is he doing this so much better than me? And right now, he's just got all the momentum.
It's like looking in a weird mirror. versus the guy that you should worry about. But he's also
This,
you.
this is legitimately that situation. Konga trying to figure something out, catch a read or something.
There's got to be another answer off stage or something.
Well, I wonder if he can go for down air. It hasn't happened yet. Just maybe some YOLO run down there, but pushes him off. Another situation missed. There's a down tilt finally working out for Konga, but immediately down aired and spiked on stage. And back air for Konga should be able to close it out,
No,
but it does not.
not.
Konga having all this stage control and finally
the ground up, be hitting the head
just
of
low
DK.
enough. Yeah, such a big body.
I've never seen Caleb do that, but it was a good option. He had to use it at the right moment.
And it really doesn't matter. He might have just wanted to die so we could get the rage gone. And another ding dong at low percentage once again. DKWill showing that so far he's the Konga.
It's very reminiscent of just last game. You know, having a JV2.
Yeah. And realistically, we're going into our potentially last game of this entire tournament. DKWill up 2 at Dome Park on the grass. Fist bump for the last game. We'll see if they wind up punches once again.
There has to be some major changes coming in.
This is getting down to the wire. I think Caleb is just one step behind in multiple areas. And Will is always right there. He just knows how to convert every little thing, play the game inside and out. You know, just the level of experience that he has over Konga in general.
Yeah.
It's probably just showing full force right here.
And you know, Konga knowing for being patient. Sometimes patience isn't enough. It's more of I've done this longer than you. So like
I've done this longer and more times potentially.
And also the fact that Will goes out of state a lot more than Konga. And that's a very important factor to consider.
So far, though, fairly even matched. It has been usually out of the gate both times. You know, pretty even trading percents. Up tilt for Konga right here, looking for something. Goes for a punch and blasts through it, but does not get the strong hit. It's the top of the arm.
That would have been it, definitely. But unfortunately, once again, Will jumping over like you were saying last time.
Oh, yeah, and this time the nair not working out for Konga. Gets immediately blasted, and no DI will not save him. I'm pretty sure he didn't put any DI there.
And Konga right there on his potentially last stock of the series.
Last stock of the tournament. This could be over very quickly. Konga going for his ding-dong and does get it. This is a really big turnaround. We finally find a pretty even game now. Once again, this time, though, I think both players have an equal chance. Konga trying to recover, taking more damage at 51% now. Whoa! Whoa, technical flub by Konga, and that will seal it up. DKWill will take it here at Don't Park on the grass.
What an anticlimactic thing. I actually thought I actually thought he gave it up for a second. I thought he was like, that was it.
You know what? DKWill, congrats coming down here, taking it over us, Washingtonians, Albertans, BC natives coming down to fight us in Oregon as well. Shout outs to Eastern Washington as well and North Idaho for making the trip over. Everybody who came to this tournament had a great time. DKWill taking it for his home state and whatever, you know, trophy spoils may come his way. Congrats to him for coming out. Konga second place. Great stuff to him. He beat a lot of strong players. Could not beat the King of Kong, though. I'm done. That's it. I'm done.
Absolutely. And as my boy Walt said, the King of Kong did prevail. 2 DKs in grand finals, unorthodox. Like, really? Like, who
Winners,
thought it was
finals, and grand finals.
Yeah, just
However, both ended the same way, incredibly in favor of DKWill.
It's kind of like a case of a master being the student.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is your training ground to figure it out.
Grasshopper,
and moving forward.
You have much still to learn.
Maybe in the future we'll see that matchup again. I hope so. I hope that was a great learning experience for Konga. And
it was a great learning experience for me. I don't know about you, man. I enjoyed myself. I thank everybody for watching the stream. And
I would like to thank ESAM and NBD for coming out as well. They were also our guests of honor today. ESAM did not quite make top 8, but he did have some fun sets that we saw. The Captain L versus ESAM set was probably one of the highlights of this tournament.
I would definitely say
that was an amazing game. Very back and forth. Captain L did take that 3-0, sealing his spot in top 8 over ESAM, and that was pretty cool to see, honestly. Yeah, a lot of other fun sets that we saw as well.
Once again, guys, tune in next time because we'll definitely have another big tournament for Seattle, and hopefully
probably in another year, honestly.
Yeah, well, hopefully not that long. I want more, man.
More majors, more often, all the time.
Fighting chip,
maybe.
If you guys don't know, there'll be an Eastern Washington Regional. Definitely check it out. Coming soon. Once again, I am Dusseldon Frishaw.
And I am F.E. Woltz. Thank you all for joining us so much here at Dome Park on the Grass. We have been Very happy to serve you with commentary and stream privileges for this whole entire event. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and we will see you at the next one. Thank you very much.